What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Man, I just got done showering. Finna get ready, get myself some breakfast on the go, because we're gonna go to our boy Hillman, and from there we're gonna go to our boy Nilo to pick up the camera gear. So I don't want to waste any of y'all's time, and we're finna get right into it. So stay tuned, and we're finna see Hillman in a second. Today is a little bit of a cold fall day, but I saw the sun coming out just a few minutes ago, so let's hope it's gonna be a good day. By the way, this is shot on the OnePlus 8 Pro. New phone came in the mail yesterday, super pumped. So we're finna see how the cameras hold up, but this one has like big crop to it, so, and the camera's right here, so I gotta get used to speaking to that. But yeah, let's get going. Yo, just pulled up to the boys Hillman's place, man. This man is supposed to be ready to go.
Really?
This man.
Really?
This man is watching a movie. What do you mean?
I'm gonna be having too many colors on today, guys. It's Christmas.
It is almost Christmas, right? It's like beginning November. But hey, I'm gonna wait for him to get ready, and then I'm gonna head over to Nilo's place, pick up all the camera gear, and then we're gonna start shooting something. Recycling now, but what we didn't consider is how goddamn long it takes and how goddamn uphill it is. So, yeah, boy.
This is not funny.
Yeah.
This is not funny.
Yeah, boy, out here dying, sweating, breathing, but we're almost there. We almost made it.
Are we?
Top of the hill, camera gear, here we come. Yo, we just pulled up to the boy Nilo's place. And look what he made for us. And look at all this juicy camera gear.
What a minute.
This man is professional, I'm telling you. Alright, so we're wrapping up here at Nilo's place. We got hella camera gear. Show them what we got. So we have, what camera we're working with today? Nilo has been so kind to give us the main shooter, the I'm working with the Sony A7III. Like, bro, you don't even know. Like, if you know a little bit about photography or you're into the camera world, then you know this is the real deal. So it puts a lot of pressure on us to take good pictures because this is a good camera, so we should take good pictures. We got a microphone that goes onto the horseshoe. We got the monopod to hold on to if you don't use the gimbal, which is over there. Yeah, man, it's like this whole camera equipment. This is like proper how do amateurs handle professional gear type of vibes. So we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna start leaving now and just go about our day, see what we can shoot, see what we can film. And yeah, bro, I'm excited. Are you ready? Let's get going. We just left. We got all the camera gear. This sweet little, you know, not camouflage backpack. Hope nothing gets stolen, but Hillman over there already messing around with the camera, getting some nice B-roll going. And yeah, we're gonna see what we get from today. The sun is nice and low now. It's like, what, early afternoon, around 2 o'clock. So around 5 it gets dark. So we're gonna have a little bit of low light shots as well. But yeah, we see how the camera handles it, how we handle it, and we should have all the gear that we need. But yeah, man, let's just see where this takes us. I'm excited.
Too many days in the darkness without a glimpse of the light. Running tired and broken and scared, but I swear.
Okay, so we're entering the inner city of Maastricht now. We're gonna start shooting. We're gonna do inner city. We're gonna do at the river, so here at the mosque, and we're gonna do in the nature, right? So because Maastricht, within walking distance of like 20 minutes, has all three things. We're gonna try all those things with the camera, see how it goes. Start off with the city center, and then maybe we'll also do some night photography for you. This footage right now that you're seeing is actually shot with the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and until now everything was shot with the OnePlus 8 Pro. So as a little Easter egg of this video, you even get to see different camera comparisons. So let me know what you think, which one is better, which one looks crisper. iPhone always has been praised at the Video Pro until now.
Damn, this light here.
Is it golden?
Yeah.
Damn. So let me know what you think. Alright, so we've made it to the beautiful inner city of Maastricht. Behind me you see the mark. Before we get started, I just want to quickly mention what I know now about photography. So I know about aperture, shutter speed, and aperture, and ISO levels. Keep the ISO as low as possible. Higher shutter speed means darker picture, but also if you record, then shutter speed is double your frame rate. And aperture, the higher you go, the lower it gets, but the lower you go, the nicer the bokeh also gets. Trying to balance those three out while we shoot here in, I don't know, it's still daylight. Sun is getting low now though, but you know, we try to see if we can get the best out of it with this
We'll chase the sun.
Exactly, we'll chase the sun with this beautiful Sony A7III. So yeah, let's get started. So we're about to take our first picture here. I got my boy Hillman to have subjects if there are not enough subjects, but as you can see, it's a weekend in Maastricht. But you know, weekend in Maastricht, there's more than enough people around here. So we're gonna take our first shot just straight down this alley because I think it looks nice, shows how many people they are here, and we're gonna see what happens. If you can see in the screen, there are these white bars, and these white bars means that it's overexposed, it's blown out. So what you can do is you can adjust the ISO with this dial, you can adjust the shutter speed with this dial, and you can adjust the f-stops with this little wheel back here. So yeah, we're trying to get Hillman in focus now without overexposing so much. Try to see what gets out of it.
I see you broken and beat, head pulled down over your eyes. Every part of you wants to surrender, but darling, you were meant to survive.
I feel like you're too dark, but the sky is still blown out. That's some cheese.
The location is tricky.
I know, right? But it has to work somehow. I forgot about we actually have the ND filter for these things. I think it's for these things. We're gonna try it out.
Oh, so yeah.
Right? Because the ND filter, what it does is like when it's overexposed, even though you're on your lowest ISO setting, you don't want to crank up the shutter anymore. You're at your highest f-stop, then an ND filter. So we have one, so let's try it out. What if I would tell you that it doesn't change a thing? Yup.
No, the ghetto, no? This.
this I don't know if you can see it or not, but I refuse to believe that it is not possible to have the sky not blown up and the subject still being properly exposed. With an ND filter, man, that's like, why is I refuse to believe it. So maybe you're just not.
It's just, yeah, maybe.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Too much of
Or you do that, and then in post, you just have to crop out the sky and do it with the gradient filter, or you just crop out the sky and you adjust the rest of the image. But or you mask it or whatnot. But I don't think it's supposed to look perfectly exposed in camera. Maybe that's the thing.
the sky is not present,
I
guys.
think it's just not supposed to be.
Yeah, the sky is
So, first lesson learned in our first shot. I mean, we cannot validate.
or maybe a professional can come do it and show us how to
I
do
don't know.
it.
I swear, I cannot.
As far as our skill set goes, we
I
cannot
cannot
do that.
imagine that, for example, Nilo would just come and just nail the shot evenly exposed with like everything evenly. Oh yeah, so evenly exposure, maybe that's not the thing. Maybe you should reposition yourself so that you don't have the overexposed sky in the frame. Maybe that's a secret, I don't know, but that's at least one lesson learned. So I was trying to capture, you see how the metal railing at the edge of the roof as well as of the swing sign itself are like kind of shimmery. I was trying to catch that in camera, right? But the thing is, the side of the building, the left side, is super overexposed. So I had to play around with the ND filter as well as put all my settings to minimum. And yeah, that's what kind of came out of it. So what do you guys think? You could have done better? You know, so this is what it would be stock if you don't mess around with your settings. You see ISO is already at 100, f-stop is as low as it goes with the zoom mode. And I'm shooting 1/20. And playing around with the ND filter gives you kind of this result, which maybe in post, if you brighten it up, maybe it'll look good. Maybe it looks like in real life, but I guess I'll find out after taking all these pictures and editing them. So let's see. Okay, so challenge number one was pretty much playing around with how it would be if the background is more exposed than the subject. So now, challenge number two kind of is getting a nice portrait shot. So I'm using my boy Hillman here, trying to get a good portrait shot of him.
Don't look so angry.
That's not my real face, guys. This is my real face.
I want to use the windows to get like a nice reflection of him, sitting next to it, and then get a nice portrait shot. So let's see how that goes. Yo, so you know, we were with the three of us, me, Hillman, and my girlfriend, and she was just like, "Hey, can I take a picture?" And then she's a big camera shy, but anyways, she just took the camera and then she messed around with the angles a bit. I explained to her what dial controls ISO, aperture, shutter speed, all that good stuff. And then look at the picture that she took. Like, what? Goddamn, I'm a little bit embarrassed right now, but it's all right. It's all right. You live and you learn, eh? So we went through the city, started having to chase the sunlight a little bit, and we finally found it here at this little harbor part of Maastricht over there. You can see the sun, and we have this beautiful old graffiti building in the background. It's gonna make for some dope shots, I think. So let's see what we can make out of it.
I don't know who the fuck to trust, is she my friend or my foe? I'm a extra draw, yeah, she give me that maybe I was wrong.
Take the pictures rather too underexposed and too overexposed. I think that's what they say, so you can edit them better. But yeah, I don't know how they turn out. I don't know how savable they are, but we're just gonna go with the flow. That's what I figured out until now. Yeah, this is everything. So what I figured out is this: you can actually put the shutter speed pretty damn high. Like I didn't know. Like I'm at like 1/1250. And while he's having a phone call, I can just explain to you guys. For example, you see I'm trying to take a picture of him with the building in the background. That's his white building to the left here, which is always which is super prone to being overexposed. So I'm trying to just like eliminate that from the frame. Put my shutter speed high, have everything here, not overexposed, and yeah, man, let's see how this looks.
Remember I was really on the block like Tetris, just to give me some chip. Surfing, rocking the parking lot, my weed lighter, like the gay bubble. I be on her mind like non-stop, yeah. Had to cut the little thought, no tomahawk. Remember smoking blunts with my friends. The seconds a couple of days, yeah, lost a lot to the fan. That's the shit got me upset, but it ain't then.
Alright, so we got here to this little industrial abandoned area, which is super nice. So we're gonna stay here for a little bit and we'll take this. We still have the sun coming through just a little bit on those buildings. So yeah, I think this is as badass as a scene as it gets. So let's try to capture this, man. I'm like, well, pressure is high, man. I want to make this as good as possible. Okay, so this is a hard one. I think we got some pretty cool shots. Look at this. I had to get down on my knees, but you know what I mean? I think what is even more important than getting all these settings right is because a lot of these probably I think you can recover, or in my experience, in Lightroom and Photoshop, but getting the angle right, like the creative part behind it, getting the, you know, the picture set with the nice frame, with the nice background. I think maybe that's really the key thing that you should look out for. Alright, so we're just leaving the city right now, heading towards St. Petersburg here in Maastricht, which is all nature. It's a nice little mountain, so sun is dying down, so there's not many cool shots to get in the city anymore until nightfall. So we hope that we'll go up St. Petersburg. We're gonna catch a little bit of that sunshine because it protrudes over the whole city. You get some nice landscape shots, so yeah, let's see how that turns out. Alright, so we made it up St. Petersburg. Just missed the sunsets though. You can see the sun is behind those clouds. But you can see very nicely across most of Maastricht, which is super beautiful. I actually didn't mentally prepare for, you know, shooting against the sun in the sunset, like setting wise, because even though it's getting darker and darker, still most of the sky is blown out. Like you can see it in the white bars here, even though you see the subject, the foreground is super dark, it's still blown out. So man, I didn't expect that. I knew those three components, how they interact with each other, shutter speed, ISO and aperture, but that would be that bad. Maybe it's not even that bad, and maybe I'm just tripping over these bars, who knows, but we'll see in post edit. But yeah, let's see how these pictures turn out up here on the hill. So we're leaving St. Petersburg now. It's nightfall, the sun is all gone. Did some night photography, but we definitely have to come back for some day shots because nature is beautiful, city is beautiful. The way you overlook it is just incredible. So yeah, I also want to do some nighttime photography in the city with all the nice city lights. So we're gonna see when we do that. Maybe we'll also bring Milo by, the professional, see how an amateur goes against a professional, what they pay attention to and whatnot. But yeah, that's it for today, I think. I'll catch you back in my room, and it's been good having you out here.